I'm Summer Huntington of Steel Mace Vinyasa and Shala, and today I'm out at the Richland Training Retreat, and I'll be talking about the importance of training with both steel mace as well as steel club. So oftentimes when people come out to our training retreats, some people are brand new to steel mace, some people are brand new to steel clubs, and some people, most people, are brand new to the staff work that we do. When you come, it is really, really important that you have a few key basic movements in your movement vocabulary. The first thing that you'll want to understand is how to block. The steel mace is great for blocking. We hold it up in a horizontal overhead position, we pack the shoulders, and we basically create a wall between the thing that's flying at us and our body or our skull. This is referred to as a reverse guard position. When I bring it up into horizontal overhead in steel mace vinyasa, generally it's right above the shoulders. When I'm actually blocking in a fighting scenario, I might be holding it out at about 45 degrees. Also really great to train here if you have limited shoulder mobility. Always want to make sure that you train equally on both sides. So we start in our reverse guard position, tone the core, feet are hip distance apart, power breath as you press up to horizontal overhead. Very important here that the wrists are neutral and not extended back. When you start to do the staff work, if your wrists are in an extended back position, it's going to really rattle the wrist quite a bit, and it can really cause a little bit of pain towards the end of your training session. Other key things to think about are full elbow lock, full shoulder pack. Never want to have the arms partially bent here. It's really important that we're pressing here with neutral wrist and finding that lat engagement. So once you've accomplished learning how to get your block up there, the next phase is to start working on a step back into a warrior one position. So we might start in reverse guard, take a little knee bend, keep our center of gravity low to the ground as we step back and put the mace into that blocking position. Return back to your ready stance, reverse guard position. You can train this and condition this in steel mace vinyasa, knee bend, press up, block, knee bend, block. Eventually over time it becomes pretty quick, working fast twitch, power breath. You always want to make sure that you're toning the back glute and your trunk and your back leg are essentially in a straight line, and you're propelling and pushing the thing that's swinging at you. In our case, it would be a staff away from you. Let's try the other side. From the front angle, it looks like this. Reverse guard position, knee bend, block, return back to the starting position. Notice how every single transition is nice and smooth. We knee bend, we block, knee bend, and block. Neutral wrist, shoulders packed, full elbow lockout, even leaning a little bit forward to get more force into your block. Power breath. The back foot is 45 degrees. Oftentimes when people come to our retreats for the first time, they're here on the back heel, which makes us a little wobbly. Better to have that back heel down. If you're a beginner and you're just getting used to your warrior one position, you might start in the warrior one position and just rep your block positions from here. That's a nice regression. So remember, when you're training with staff, steel mace, clubs, you're coming out to our 6-day and 7-day training retreats, which we have a couple more scheduled out. Costa Rica and Bali are coming up next. You want to think about the primal movement patterns that make us human. So I just covered the block. Let's look at a casting pattern. This is a 25-pound club. The thing that makes us human, we have opposable thumbs, we have the ability to grip leverage tools. When we're training with heavy clubs, it's all about rotation in the thoracic spine and rotation from the hips. Observe. Find your full grip conformation, shoulder pack, pull the club to the opposite side, find a little park here. You can initiate with a side swing, side swing, side swing to order, cast, back to order, throw, side swing, catch, shoulder cast, catch, side swing, catch, shoulder cast, catch. Why is this important in staff work? This shoulder casting pattern with a heavy load, such as a club, is the perfect preparatory movement for when you eventually start to train with a staff. Remember, you want to get full elbow lockout on that downswing. Switch sides. Notice how my hips are swaying side to side. Notice how I'm not bending my elbow. I've got full elbow lockout, full shoulder pack. I'm translating all of this force into my core. So it's a full body movement. It's not just my arms, it's not just my core, it's not just my legs. It's really a combination of all three. This is a cold steel staff. It's actually made of composite carbon material. It's indestructible, and we use this for training everyday athletes that have never touched a staff and teach them how to block and defend and strike and attack. So, as I did with my mace, when something is striking at my head, this is my casting pattern. Imagine something's coming at me here. I want to keep my center of gravity low and press my staff out into this horizontal overhead position, but again, angled slightly forward. You see how that line of my trunk and my back leg are in a perfectly straight line, as well as my arms. I'm pushing away here. Striking pattern can be trained with clubs or mace. Horizontal overhead position can be trained mostly with a mace and then conditioned with the staff. So if you're thinking about coming out to one of our seminars, highly recommend picking up your tools. Get Mark's programs for the heavy clubs. Definitely check out some Steel Mace Vinyasa programs as well. The more prepared that you come prior to the retreat, the more you're going to get out of the learning. We do have mixed levels. It's open to beginners all the way up to advanced level athletes, but we do encourage you to get some training in. So if you're signing up for one of our retreats or live events, make sure that you start training the material at least 3 to 4 days a week with the strength work. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got something out of this video.